Fort Sumter was a Union fort in Charlestown Harbor, South Carolina. It was attacked by Confederate forces under the command of Brigadier General Beauregard on April 12, 1861. The Union surrendered after 34 hours of bombardment. This finally marked the start of the Civil War and was a massive victory for the South. Lincoln was elected president in 1860. This led to the South Carolina to be the first state to secede from the Union on December 20th, 1860. The states that followed were Mississippi, Florida, Alabama, Georgia, Louisiana, and Texas. This was the official formation of the Confederacy and another win for the South.
This took place after the fall of Fort Sumter and Lincoln's official troop call. This resulted in more states joining the Confederacy. These states included Virginia, Arkansas, Tennessee, and North Carolina, ultimately expanding the Confederate government and alliance, while offering the Confederacy one of the biggest strategical victories of the era.
The North had a significantly larger, diverse population and a much larger military force overall. As a result of such a large populace, the North had almost twice as many soldiers than the Confederacy, alongside more factories, an industrial economy, and superior technology. The North also had a strong and complex railroad system that connected them from massive cities in the east to powerful states in the west. All out of their general advantages of broader wealth and raw resources put them further ahead of the South in terms of basic logistical standings. The North had an enormous access to advanced weapons production as well as weapon advancement, meaning they could arm more troops with superior combat instruments, offering the North another statistical victory over southern states. The South had phenomenally skilled military leaders, specifically leaders like Robert E. Lee and Stonewall Jackson, who gained a reputation as some of the most ruthless leaders in American history. The Southern military was filled with many veteran soldiers and officers, offering the unique and rather rare advantage in general battlefield savviness. The South also had access to foreign synthesizers like Britain and continued to trade with European powers like France, further enhancing their defensive war advantage by offering supply lines via foreign support. The Southern military had a greater unified motive to defend their homeland. This, paired with having familiarity with local geography and a highly mobile force, resulted in a particularly potent force, and giving them the overall edge during the initial outbreak of the war, and therefore cementing the South as a tactical powerhouse from 1860 to 1863.
We have twice the amount of men as you! Yeah, but you don't have Robert E. Lee. I'm Robert E. Lee!
He entered West Point at 18 and was offered command of the Union Army by Lincoln. Virginia seceded from the Union, and he chose to side with Virginia. Robert E. Lee became a Confederate general and led the Army of North Virginia. During the war, Robert E. Lee had multiple victories of strategical importance against several Union generals. Robert E. Lee alone was a massive force multiplier for the South.
Will you command the Union? No! My place is Virginia. Find your lack of faith disturbing.
The Union managed to stop the British ship RMS Trent without Lincoln or the official Navy's permissions. This resulted in the capture of two Confederate envoys who were traveling to Britain to rally support for the Confederacy. Although the Trent was allowed to continue after the arrest, the British were still outraged as they saw this as a violation of the international law. In turn, Lincoln was forced to release the two captured envoys, avoiding conflict with Great Britain. Though Lincoln avoided war with Britain, this was still a massive victory over Confederate diplomacy for the Union, making this a crucial win for the North.
Mr. Lincoln, a Union commander captured a British ship carrying envoys. This could start a war.
You know, life is like a Boston chocolate. You never know when someone's going to nearly start a war. Release them!